This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Right, starting now to get a look through the 2-year-old maidens in August. I'm expecting plenty of nice horses here, to be honest. So what I'm going to do before I start is I'm going to record this quick intro, and then I'm probably going to try and do short, sharp videos on every single horse that we look at rather than lobbing them all together in separate videos like I've been doing for a lot of the 2-year-olds, because really we're getting to the time now where I think that they're running out to make their mark at the top level at 2, unless they go do it in 2 more starts, maybe one in a couple of weeks and then one in maybe a Group 1 towards the end of the season. So maybe some of these might look more classic prospects and less exposed at the end of the 2-year-old campaign than some of the others that we've got. ClassicWatch24.great/site.net will be the site where the Classic Watch horses for 2024 will be. There's already a couple of Australian horses on there for the meantime. But for now, it's time really to start cracking on about these horses and getting through them as best we can. So by the miracles of science, I will be back shortly and we will be discussing a winning 2-year-old from the month of August 2023. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Right, this horse here, I think it could be quite interesting. So I'm going to chance it. It's by a sire that, although he was a sprinter, Harry Angel I'm talking about, I think that he, with the right dam, I think he might be able to produce some good horses over this sort of trip. A mile, maybe a bit further with the right dam. I'm trying to prove that, hopefully, before the next UK campaign with a horse in Australia called Tom Kitten, who is actually sired from the Best in Show dam line. But this one here in the UK, in Ireland, A Lilac Rolla. It's one of the ones that I picked up in August. I actually missed it in July when it ran to 85 at Cork. Probably didn't look at a maiden at Cork. And I picked it up in the 12th of August when it won at the Curragh. It's been on a maybe list since then because I've been sort of waiting for it to run. It hasn't ran in Pattern Company. And its form is excellent. Its head victory over Opera Singer back in this race we're going to take a look at in August. Well, Opera Singer is now a Group 1 winner. She won the Marcel Boussac in France. So this horse might not be far away, this filly. We're going to take a look at the pedigree quickly, and I say quickly because one of the main reasons I can get this video out at 22 minutes past 11 on a Sunday evening is because it's actually quite closely related to one we've already done. So it's just a matter of me banging on quickly, showing the race as one, showing the horse win, and then add in a card to the other video. And then for the back pedigree, people can just watch the other video. Simple. It saves me banging on repetitively about the same lines all the time. The line in question here with A Lilac Rolla is 13C. You'll see it's out of a Red Ransom sired dam called Majala. We're going to take a look at the first 4 dams on the track, really. Might as well. First things first, we're going to take a look at the legacy line because I'll show you roughly whereabouts we are. Because a lot of these horses I'm not going to talk about in this video. We've got our section is probably, depends on how far you want to go back. Highest Trump is there. Look. Highest Trump is the 4th dam of a Lilac Roller. So it's the line of Bari, a good Shadwell line. Maybe not as good as what it used to be. I've followed 2 or 3 off this line, and they have fallen short recently, including the one we're going to take a look at in a minute that I'm going to use for the video. But that's about where we are. So if people were to scroll back past a couple more dams, if they want to go back as far as, say, Uh, Manzana. They'll bring in other horses here that won classics. If they want to go back to horses such as Dear April, foaled in 1958, and Corrida, foaled in 1951. Yeah, they're still on the sort of same branch, but they've got to go. They've got to go further back to bring in more horses if they want to. Yeah, oops, that's the horse we're going to take a look at in a bit. It goes all the way back to Frisette. It's another 13C Frisette line. So you've got Durazna and Myrtle Wood. There's Myrtle Wood Lass. Myrtle Wood, he brings in horses like Seattle Slew, Lomond, Mr. Prospector. You know, this is a line I think in more modern times, Bari. This is a line that has got high potential, I think, without any shadow of a doubt. I mean, with this horse, A Lilac Rolla, being unbeaten, you know, it could be interesting to see where we stand with it, especially since it's beaten a horse that subsequently come out and boosted the form. So let's have a look quickly at the first 4 dams, and then we can watch the horse win. The first dam, like I said, Majala, has only won 1 out of 8 starts and was only placed once as well by Red Ransom. But she has foaled a few horses, and admittedly, a lot of them have fallen short of Pattern Company. This one hasn't proved. This one isn't proven in Pattern Company yet. It's just trying to predict what this horse is capable of at this stage. After 2 runs, is quite difficult, I think. But it's got a high potential, so we've got to, until it gets beat, we've just really got to see, and maybe just see where we are with a couple at this stage. Mutakib is the horse in question, the only one that has made it to Pattern Company out of this dam, side by Invincible Spirit, trained by Owen Burrows. It was actually never out of the first 3 in 2 starts, in 3 starts. Quite similar to this one, really. But at a higher level slightly. It's placed in 2 listed races, the King Charles II Stakes and the Doncaster Stakes. I'm assuming it won first time out. And that also, you'll see, is out of Majala. The second dam, Whistle, on the track, sired by Woodman. Whistle was, according to this, unraced. Multiple black type producer. Wasner, the third dam, won 3 of 7 starts and $12,000, placed another 1 time. Wasner was second in the Pretty Polly Stakes, so another listed placed dam, the third dam. And the fourth dam, foaled over 50 years ago by Nijinsky. Highest Trump won 3 out of 14 starts, but she was in the first 3 in 8 of her 14 starts, $39,000, and she was the winner at 2 of the Queen Mary Stakes and 3rd in the Irish 1,000 Guineas and the Coronation Stakes, the champion 2-year-old filly of 1974. You know, so there's classic hopes with the fourth dam. You know, so I don't think it's that much of a stretch. Right, the horse that I followed last year that was on this line was this one here, Eximius. Rogerian horse. Ignore that. That's just out of date now. But people will see there that it's the same line. Whistle, Wasnar, and Highest Trump. And Athara and Estikama just aren't on ours. We're a generation ahead of where Eximius was. Eximius was only given 1 chance at Pattern Company by her connections and then sent into the dark, murky world of handicaps. There you go. You see, Whistle was the second dam of A Lilac Rolla, where she was the third dam of Eximius. Eximius, really, like I said, was only given 1 chance at Pattern Race. She was 12th out of 14 in the Rockfell. I think it was the Rockfell. It was. Behind the sadly Phillies-Mar winner, the late Commissioning, who sadly lost her life before she went for Classic Glory. And you'll see then that, look at this, absolutely horrendous Rogerian work there. Look, 5 handicaps. I mean, this horse is not a handicapper, in my view, on pedigree, but it's been made one. Why did they not go again? Why did they just not up in trip and go to a mile and see how good they were? But no, they decided to go down the handicap route, and it's since then it hasn't won another race. It's been poorly campaigned, I think, this horse. Unfortunately, this one did fall by the wayside very early on. It never raced a pattern race at 3. So once it had been beaten by commissioning, it sort of went well and truly off the radar. And that's why I will advise anybody watching this video to not even bother with handicaps. You're saving yourself so many losses, but you might miss 1 or 2 or 3 winners. If you're looking to identify winners in handicaps, then you're going to have to guess really. Because pattern races are where it's at. We're looking at good horses. Once they win in handicaps, they just go off my radar totally. So Eximius fell short, sadly. 13C. This one here, A Lilac Rolla, hopefully will give us a bit more of a run for our money. With a stallion that I'm open-minded to doing exactly that. Like I said, 13C, a little section there. Got some nice horses. If we go back to dams like Myrtlewood that were foaled nearly 90 years ago. The ceiling of this is quite high. We've had plenty of horses that have proved to be up to a high level. Which I think increases our chances of this one being. Others might feel differently. And in that way, this video is not for any of my videos are not for them. Right, let's take a look at the horse win on the 12th of August. This was sort of a conditions race, wasn't a pattern race. So we will take a look at the horse win now, and then we will get on with our day.
And that off, going without 8, Lady Gwendoline refused to load. And this 11-runner ARC American Racing Channel out of GBF Fillies juvenile race over 7 furlongs. Serious Notions away to the inside within the middle. Opera Singer, who's tracked by A Lilac Rolla, the yellow cap. Peggy O'Neill next to the inside. Then Red Viburnum, Finch Gale Lewis and Prophet Refused and Grateful and Vive Vov and Sakaka Wee on the outside. Oh, she's scintillating. Less than 5 furlongs to go. And it is Opera Singer just taking up small advantage over Serious Notions, followed by A Lilac Rolla, Finch Gale Lewis next, and then followed by Peggy O'Neill. On the rail and the dark blue is Grateful, and then Red for Burnham. Final 4 is Chicago Way, Prophet Refuse, Vivo, and she's scintillating. Less than 3 furlongs to go, and they're tightly grouped. With on the rail, Serious Notions, the filly with the big white face, Opera Singer nudged along, followed by Lilac Rolla, Finch Gale Lewis next, with Peggy O'Neill and Grateful, Prophet Refused and Red Burnham will lead to pick up. Viv next, then Chicago Weir, and attached as she's scintillating, racing to the final furlong. Opera Singer just back in front, challenged by Lilac Rolla, couple of lengths to Red Burnham, who's running on the outside of Finch Gale Lewis, matching strides inside the final half furlong. Opera Singer and a Lilac Rolla lashing up them on the outside. Red Burnham, a Lilac Rolla, Opera Singer and Red Burnham, the 3 covered by less than 2 lengths in the Fillies juvenile with a gap to Finch Gale Lewis.
Well, we can review this race in fair use, as we can any race in the world. I mean, that to me has to go down as a good performance. It's battled back the subsequent Group 1 winner that nobody knew was a Group 1 winner at the time in August. Looked as though to have to race 1, didn't she, Opera Singer? But a fantastic ride by Billy Lee there on a Lilac Rolla. Managed to get the horse owned by the Mutual Admiration Society partnership home on the day. Who knows what's happened to the horse subsequently? It's not even ran, which is disappointing. Hopefully the horse is okay, first and foremost, and at 3, it will be stepped up in trip maybe, trying to see out if they can get a mile with it. I mean, I'm sure the form of Opera Singer will have given them cause for optimism, but at least they have a pattern quality horse, at least, you would think. But it'll be interesting to see how A Lilac Rolla gets on for Harry Angel. Will Tom Kitten prove me right with the stallion, Harry Angel, with the right dam line? It can do it. And it's worth looking at with certain dams only before A Lilac Rolla gets a chance to in Australia. Time will tell. But for now, I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Take care. And what I'll do at the end is I'll put a couple of steers, a list of all the 2-year-old pattern content, 2-year-old horse racing content that we've got at the end of the video. And what I will also do is include an option for those who have watched the video and have chosen not to subscribe to do so if they wish. But for now, I'm going to call it a day. Take care of everybody. Look after yourselves and good luck in the future moving forwards. Goodbye.